The world does not pay for effort. It pays for leverage. It does not reward busyness. It rewards impact. And somewhere between those two truths lies a quiet threshold, a line that separates average income from six figures and beyond. $100,000 a year. For some, it feels distant. For others, inevitable. But that number is rarely random. It is almost always tied to skill. Not just any skill, but specific abilities that multiply value in ways the market cannot ignore. Tonight, we're going deeper. We're exploring the skills that can push you past the 100K mark, the abilities that reshape earning potential and redefine personal ceilings. We're starting with number 5, high-income communication. Words are invisible, yet they move money. The ability to articulate ideas clearly, persuasively, and confidently is one of the most underestimated skills in the modern economy. Communication determines who gets hired, who gets promoted, who closes deals, who leads teams, who builds trust. Many people know their craft. Few can express its value. And value that is not communicated is value that is not paid for. High-income communication is not about talking more. It is about talking with precision. It is about understanding your audience's fears, desires, and motivations. It is about listening deeply enough to respond strategically. In interviews, it separates candidates with similar resumes. In business, it separates average sales from transformational contracts. In leadership, it determines whether vision inspires action or confusion. The market rewards clarity, and those who master communication often find themselves positioned closer to opportunity, simply because they can translate complexity into understanding. Number 4, sales and persuasion. This skill makes many uncomfortable, yet it sits at the core of nearly every six-figure career. Sales is not manipulation. It is influence grounded in alignment. Every company survives on revenue. Every revenue stream depends on someone convincing someone else to exchange money for value. When you understand how to position an offer, handle objections, and create urgency without pressure, your earning potential shifts dramatically. Sales is leverage because it connects value creation directly to income generation. A skilled salesperson can earn more than the person who built the product. Why? Because distribution determines scale, and persuasion determines distribution. This skill extends beyond traditional sales roles. Negotiating salary, pitching investors, attracting clients, building partnerships, even convincing a team to execute a vision. The ability to ethically influence decisions multiplies opportunity. It places you at the center of transactions rather than at the edge of them. And proximity to transactions often means proximity to higher income. Number 3, specialized problem solving. General knowledge is accessible. Specialized expertise is scarce. The higher the income, the narrower and deeper the skill set tends to be. Specialized problem solving means developing a rare ability that addresses high-stakes challenges. Cybersecurity, advanced software engineering, high-level financial strategy, complex medical procedures, strategic consulting. When a problem is expensive, urgent, or risky, companies are willing to pay a premium for someone who can solve it efficiently. Six-figure earners often sit at the intersection of difficulty and consequence. They handle issues that others cannot or will not manage. This requires years of focused development. It requires deliberate practice. It requires enduring the discomfort of complexity. But once mastery is reached, income ceilings begin to rise. Because the market compensates those who reduce uncertainty. The more critical the solution, the higher the potential reward. Now we are approaching number 2. But before we go further, pause for a moment. If this exploration is shifting your perspective, if you value deep, unsettling breakdowns of how success truly works, let us know in the comments. And if you want more storytelling that uncovers the psychology and strategy behind higher income and power, consider liking this video and subscribing to Deeper 5. Because what we're about to uncover sits at the core of long-term earning potential. Number 2, strategic thinking and decision-making. Many people work hard. Few think strategically. Strategy is the art of positioning effort where it compounds. It is seeing second and third-order consequences before others do. It is allocating time, energy, and capital with precision. High earners rarely operate reactively for long. They step back. They analyze patterns. They anticipate shifts. They recognize that every yes eliminates other options. Strategic thinkers understand leverage. They ask, what action today creates disproportionate results tomorrow? This might mean building systems instead of completing tasks. It might mean acquiring equity instead of relying solely on salary. It might mean learning a complementary skill that multiplies an existing one. Strategic thinking transforms motion into momentum, and momentum compounds income. Employers value those who can see beyond immediate execution. Entrepreneurs rely on it to survive. Investors depend on it to grow capital. Without strategy, effort scatters. With it, effort concentrates. And concentrated effort produces outsized outcomes. Now we reach number 1, the most powerful skill for breaking into and beyond the 100K threshold: the ability to build and leverage networks. This is not about superficial connections. It is about cultivating genuine relationships rooted in mutual value. Opportunities rarely travel in isolation. They move through people. Referrals, partnerships, insider information, invitations to rooms where decisions are made. Networks compress time. They accelerate trust. They open doors that skill alone might take years to unlock. When you build strong relationships, you gain access to knowledge before it becomes public. You gain credibility through association. You gain collaboration that multiplies output. A single introduction can redirect a career. A single partnership can double revenue. Networking, when done with authenticity and generosity, becomes a force multiplier. It transforms isolated talent into integrated opportunity. And in many industries, income ceilings are less about competence and more about proximity to power. This skill feels unsettling because it reveals a deeper truth. Merit matters, but visibility matters too. Capability matters, but connection amplifies it. Those who intentionally nurture networks position themselves at the crossroads of opportunity. They hear about openings before they are posted. They receive recommendations before interviews begin. They access capital before competitors even know it exists. When you step back and look at these 5 skills together, a pattern emerges. Communication makes value visible. Sales converts value into revenue. Specialized problem-solving creates scarcity. Strategic thinking compounds effort, and networking accelerates access. None of these skills are quick fixes. They require cultivation. They demand patience and repetition. But unlike trends, they do not expire. They adapt across industries. They travel with you. The path to 100K and beyond is rarely accidental. It is built on abilities that increase leverage. Leverage of time, leverage of relationships, leverage of knowledge. The market rewards those who multiply outcomes rather than merely complete tasks. Somewhere tonight, someone is scrolling endlessly, consuming content without direction. And somewhere else, someone is practicing a difficult skill, studying negotiation, refining code, learning to speak with clarity, reaching out to mentors. The difference in income a decade from now may not be talent. It may be intention. 6 figures is not a mystical number. It is a reflection of perceived value. And perceived value is shaped by skill. The unsettling truth is that the ceiling most people experience is often self-imposed, not by lack of opportunity, but by lack of focus on the right abilities. The question is not whether these skills work. The evidence is visible across industries. The question is whether they are being pursued deliberately, because income follows impact, impact follows skill, and skill follows disciplined development. As cities hum late into the night and office lights flicker against dark windows, as emails are sent and deals are negotiated across time zones, the invisible currency shaping it all is capability. Not luck, not hope, capability. And the person you become while building these skills may ultimately matter more than the number itself. $100,000 is a milestone, but the real transformation happens in the quiet hours of learning, practicing, refining, in the moments when no one is watching and progress feels invisible. Because when skill compounds long enough, income eventually catches up. And when it does, it rarely feels sudden. It feels earned.